Hey Ben, can I ask you something a little different today?
Sure, go ahead.
If you could go back and talk to yourself at 18, what would you say?
Wow, that's a big question. Honestly, I think I'd say, relax. Everything is going to be okay.
That's beautiful. Welcome back to Everyday English Talk, the podcast where you practice simple English for daily life. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. Today, we're talking about something really personal, what we would say to our younger selves.
We'll share our memories, our feelings, and the advice we wish we had heard earlier.
Stay until the end. We have a fun speaking challenge for you, and don't forget, the free PDF transcript is in the description.
Let's get started. Okay, Ben, let's start with you. What's one thing your younger self worried about too much?
Oh, easy. Everything. I remember being 19, starting university, and I worried too much about what other people thought of me.
Really? Like what?
Like, if I said something silly in class, I'd think about it for days. I was so nervous about making a bad impression, even on people I barely knew.
I understand that feeling completely. When I was younger, I worried too much about my future. Like, what if I choose the wrong career? What if I fail? What if everyone else is doing better than me?
That sounds exhausting, honestly.
It was. I spent so much energy worrying about things that hadn't even happened yet. Some nights, I couldn't sleep because my mind was full of what-if questions.
I know that feeling. I used to lie awake thinking about a small mistake I made during the day, replaying it again and again.
Right? And looking back now, most of those things never actually became a problem.
Exactly. If I could talk to my younger self, I'd say, stop worrying so much. Most of the things you're scared of never actually happen.
That's such good advice. I think the other big lesson is believe in yourself. My younger self didn't believe in myself at all. I always thought other people were smarter, more talented, more confident.
I felt that too. I lacked confidence, especially when it came to speaking in public. My hands would shake, my voice would shake. I was sure everyone could tell how nervous I was.
What changed for you over time?
Honestly, just time and experience. The more I tried, the more I realized I was capable of more than I thought. Every small success gave me a little more confidence.
That's such an important lesson. I think confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build, step by step.
Exactly. If I could talk to my younger self, I'd say, believe in yourself, you're stronger than you think, even when it doesn't feel that way.
I wish someone had told me that at 18. It would have saved me so much unnecessary stress.
Same here, but I guess that's part of growing up. We learn these lessons through experience, not just by hearing them.
True. Were you a worried kid or a confident one? Let us know in the comments. Okay, next, let's talk about trying new things. Ben, was your younger self someone who liked stepping out of your comfort zone?
Not at all. I remember my friends invited me to try rock climbing once, and I said no because I was scared of looking bad in front of everyone.
What happened after that?
I regretted it for years, actually. Every time my friends talked about that trip, I felt like I had missed something special. I finally tried rock climbing at 25, and I loved it immediately.
Why do you think you waited so long?
I think I was more afraid of failing in front of people than I was excited about trying something new. That fear controlled a lot of my decisions back then.
I had a similar experience with painting. My younger self was scared to try it because I kept thinking, I'm not good at art, I'll just embarrass myself. I didn't try until I was almost 30.
And how did it feel when you finally tried?
I got so excited about it. I even surprised myself. I wasn't perfect at all, but I really enjoyed the process. It didn't matter that my paintings weren't perfect.
That's the thing about stepping out of your comfort zone. You never really know until you try. The fear is often bigger than the actual experience.
Exactly. And speaking of things we wish we did more, spending more time with family. Ben, do you feel that way too?
Definitely. When I was a teenager, I was always busy with friends, school, and my phone. Looking back, I didn't spend more time with my parents, even though they were right there.
I feel the same. My grandmother used to invite me for tea every weekend, and I often said I was too busy, even when I really wasn't.
Do you regret that now?
A little, yes. She used to tell such wonderful stories, and I didn't always listen the way I should have. Now I understand how precious that time really was.
I think a lot of us don't realize how important those moments are until we get older, or until the people we love aren't around as much.
Exactly. Now, I try to spend more time with my family whenever I can, calling my parents more often, visiting on weekends, really being present instead of checking my phone.
I've started doing the same thing. I make an effort to have dinner with my family at least once a week. No phones, just conversation.
That's such a simple change, but it makes a real difference.
It really does. If I could talk to my younger self, I'd say, put your phone down and spend more time with the people you love, because that time is limited.
That's such an important reminder. We often think we'll have more time later, but later isn't guaranteed.
True. So between trying new things and spending time with family, both are about not waiting, right? Not waiting to be brave, and not waiting to show people you care.
Exactly, Ben. That's a beautiful way to put it.
So listeners, is there something new you've always wanted to try? Tell us in the comments.
Let's take a break by learning some vocabulary below, so you can understand the topic better before continuing to listen.
Worry too much. It means to think about problems more than necessary, in a way that causes stress. For example, my younger self used to worry too much about the future.
Try not to worry too much about what other people think.
Believe in yourself. It means to trust your own abilities and value. For example, if you believe in yourself, you can achieve more than you expect. Believe in yourself, even if things feel difficult right now.
Step out of your comfort zone. It means to try something new or difficult, instead of staying with what feels safe. For example, trying rock climbing helped me step out of my comfort zone.
Stepping out of your comfort zone can help you grow.
Spend more time with. It means to give more of your time and attention to someone. For example, I wish I had spent more time with my grandmother when I was young. I try to spend more time with my parents on weekends.
Make a bad impression. It means to make someone think negatively about you, usually the first time they meet you. For example, I was so nervous about making a bad impression that I could barely speak.
Don't worry, you won't make a bad impression just because you're nervous.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great content. Click the subscribe button and stay updated with our latest episodes.
So, Ben, if you think about all these lessons, worrying less, believing in yourself, trying new things, spending time with family, what's the last thing you'd tell your younger self?
I think, don't be afraid of making mistakes. My younger self was so scared of failing that I avoided a lot of opportunities, just to stay safe.
I feel exactly the same way. I used to think mistakes meant I wasn't good enough, like they proved something bad about me.
And now? How do you see mistakes today?
Now I understand they're just part of growing as a person. Every mistake I've made actually taught me something I couldn't have learned any other way.
Exactly. Looking back, some of my biggest lessons came from my biggest mistakes, not from the things that went perfectly.
That's such a good point. And when I look back at everything, I actually feel proud of myself, not because everything was perfect, but because I kept trying, even when it was hard.
I feel proud of myself too, especially when I think about how much I've grown since I was 18. Back then, I couldn't have imagined feeling this confident.
It's funny, talking to your younger self isn't really about changing the past. You can't go back and fix anything.
True, so what is it really about then?
I think it's about being kinder to yourself now, understanding that your younger self was doing their best with what they knew at the time.
That's a really gentle way to think about it. Maybe the real lesson is learning to forgive our younger selves for not knowing everything yet.
Exactly. We can't blame ourselves for not having answers we hadn't learned yet.
And now, we can use everything we've learned, every mistake, every worry, every moment of courage, to keep growing.
It also makes me think about the future. Maybe one day, we'll look back at who we are right now and feel proud of this version of us too.
That's a nice thought, like we're always growing into a better version of ourselves, one step at a time.
Exactly. So this conversation isn't just about the past, it's also a reminder for who we're becoming.
I really like that. It makes the whole idea feel less sad and more hopeful.
Definitely. So listeners, what would you say to your younger self? We'd love to hear your answer.
Let's continue with some more vocabulary.
Be afraid of making mistakes. It means to feel scared or worried about doing something wrong. For example, my younger self was afraid of making mistakes, so I avoided trying new things. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. They're part of learning.
Feel proud of yourself. It means to feel happy and satisfied about something you did or achieved. For example, when I look back at my journey, I feel proud of myself.
You should feel proud of yourself for never giving up.
Grow as a person. It means to develop and become better over time, especially in character or maturity. For example, making mistakes actually helped me grow as a person. Traveling alone helped me grow as a person.
Look back on. It means to think about something from your past, often to reflect on it. For example, when I look back on my teenage years, I understand myself much better now.
One day, you'll look back on this experience and smile.
Forgive yourself. It means to stop feeling angry or guilty about something you did. For example, it's important to forgive yourself for not knowing everything when you were younger. Learning to forgive yourself can bring you more peace. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Today we imagine talking to our younger selves.
First, don't worry too much. Most things we're scared of never actually happen.
Second, believe in yourself. You're stronger and more capable than you think.
Third, try new things and step out of your comfort zone. You'll be surprised what you discover.
Fourth, spend more time with your family. Those moments matter more than we realize.
And fifth, don't be afraid of making mistakes. They help you grow as a person.
These lessons really helped me feel proud of who I've become.
Same here. Small words, big meaning.
Thank you so much for listening today.
We hope this episode gave you a moment to reflect on your own journey.
Maybe tonight, take a minute to think. What would you say to your younger self?
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your answer.
And don't forget, the free PDF transcript is in the description below. It's a great way to review today's vocabulary. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.